Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. As usual, I am your host Salah. So today I'm going to critique the team of the year, which was announced yesterday at the CAF Awards 2019. I do not agree with that team of the year. Some players in there I feel should not be in there. I'll let you guys know my thoughts on the team of the year, and we'll go through the award winners of the night. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I advise you to subscribe to the channel and to click on the notification bell to get more updates. So the CAF Awards 2019 took place last night in Egypt, and before the legends played, CAF Legends versus FIFA Legends, and that game ended in a win for FIFA Legends. And it was a great spectacle in Egypt, playing the game in the pyramids of Egypt, and it was really interesting to see. The highlight of the night was Sadio Mane lifting the men's African player of the year for the first time since 2002. First Senegalese to do that, and that is his first time ever winning the award. No doubt about that, he deserves to win that award handsomely. He's had a great year 2018-2019. He couldn't cap it off with an AFCON win over Algeria in the final, but Sadio Mane has been influential for both club and country, and many would argue the fact that he deserves that award. And on the night there were so many award winners also. I'll take you through them quickly so we start our discussion on the fifth Pro African team of the year. They designed the FIFA team of the year, and I'm not surprised by that. We all know what happened with the FIFA best 11, and so many players in there that shouldn't have been in there. Dani Alves was in the FIFA best 11, and we all know, really, as a right back in 2019 on the big stage, it wasn't Dani Alves that was supposed to be there. But the CAF Awards 2019 winners, I'll take you through them quickly. For the African Interclubs Player of the Year, Youssef Belaili of Algeria and Esperance and Ali Jeddah won that award. African Youth Player of the Year was Ashraf Hakimi for Morocco and Borussia Dortmund. African Women's National Team of the Year went to Cameroon, and African Men's National Team of the Year went to Algeria for the AFCON 2019 win, and for the women for their performance in the 2019 Women's World Cup. Cameroon went the farthest. Now the best goal of the year went to Riyad Mahrez. His goal against Nigeria in the that was essentially the last kick of the game, that free kick goal that sent Algeria into the final to face Senegal. That was adjudged the best goal of the year. The best African Women's Coach of the Year was Desiree Ellis of South Africa. African Men's Coach of the Year was Jamel Belmadi. Helped Algeria to lift the AFCON 2019 for the first time since 1990. Senegal have to wait to win their first ever AFCON trophy. Now the club president of the year went to Moise Katumbi of TP Mazembe. African Women's Player of the Year was Asisat Oshuola of Nigeria and Barcelona, and the African Player of the Year went to Sadio Mane. No doubt about that. Sadio Mane deservedly named the African Player of the Year, playing for Senegal and Liverpool. These are the list of the award winners of the night on the CAF Awards 2019. We had a fifth Pro African Best 11, and I'll take you through the list right now. Andre Onana was in goal. Serge Aurier, Joel Matip, which was a big surprise for me. Kalidou Koulibaly, no surprise there. Ashraf Hakimi, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Riyad Mahrez, Hakim Ziyech, Mohamed Salah, Pierre Emerick Aubameyang, and Sadio Mane. When I posted this starting lineup as the best in Africa in 2019, there were a lot of comments coming through, and I tend to agree with some of the comments that were posted by you guys on the community tab. I think this was a huge disservice to Africa. Some players deserve to be there but were not there. So I'll be giving you my best 11, correcting a few tweaks here and there, which players should have been in there, who should have made the starting best 11 for Africa in 2019. I'll start from the goalkeeping positions. Andre Onana did immensely well with Ajax, and they went as far as the semi-final in the Champions League. Really poor defending in the end was their undoing, and they, however, lost to Spurs on that occasion. They missed out on the final. However, unfortunately for Andre Onana in the AFCON 2019, he could not make it very far in that competition. They were knocked out by Nigeria in the round of 16, and Nigeria progressed to that next stage of the competition from there on in. But Andre Onana had a great 2019, and I think deservedly he should be in there. Serge Aurier, left back, is in there. He played for Tottenham Hotspur, and he and his team went as far as the finals of the Champions League. He didn't do well, however, in the African Cup of Nations with Ivory Coast, and unfortunately for them, they were knocked out in the knockout phases of the competition, and they could not make it into the next round. They could not make it as far as the final. But however, I feel Aurier deserves to be there. Now, Joel Matip is one player I did not expect to be in this starting 11, the best 11 in Africa. This is the best 11 in Africa. I don't know the criteria CAF used or the FIFA Pro used to select Joel Matip, but this is a player who didn't even play for his home country, Cameroon, throughout the competition. He decided to pull out from the competition despite being part of the selected 11. He did that in 2017 as well. So how did Joel Matip get into this African best 11 for 2019? Your guess, guys, is as good as mine. I have no idea how he made it into this team. He has clearly shown that he doesn't want to play for Cameroon, but he is selected as the best 11 for 2019. It beats me. Even for Liverpool, he didn't make as many appearances, but he is here in the 11. I don't know if it's because he won a Champions League title. I don't know. I don't think he deserves to be in there. His replacement should have been Sheku Kouyaté, in my opinion. He plays for Crystal Palace and for Senegal, who made it all the way to the final but lost by 1-0 to Algeria. This is the player I feel should have replaced Joel Matip. Kalidou Koulibaly, deservedly in there, plays for Napoli and also plays for Senegal. He went all the way to the final in the AFCON, but unfortunately for him and his teammates, they could not make it and lift the trophy. They could not lift the trophy for the first time, and they had to do with second place. Kalidou Koulibaly deservedly in there. Achraf Hakimi, Borussia Dortmund, Youth Player of the Year, is deservedly in there, and I'm happy for him as well. Great player for Dortmund. Idrissa Gana Gueye went to the final with Senegal, signed a new deal with PSG in the summer, was with Everton. Wasn't that bad in the season overall, but based on AFCON form, I feel yes, Idrissa Gana Gueye has a shout in there, but I would have preferred Wilfred Ndidi to have been in there ahead of Idrissa Gana Gueye. Hey, that's my opinion, and I think I'm entitled to that. I think Idrissa Gana Gueye didn't do bad in 2019, going as far as the final, but Wilfred Ndidi was really much more pivotal for Leicester City and also for his country, Nigeria, in the African Cup of Nations. They were placed third in that competition, and I feel he should have been in there ahead of Idrissa Gana Gueye. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Well, Riyad Mahrez deservedly in there, won the domestic treble with Manchester City, also won the African Cup of Nations. Many would say Mahrez actually did better in 2019 than Sadio Mane and should have been named the African Player of the Year, but it wasn't the case. It was voted on. Mahrez even came third, Mohamed Salah was second. So I feel Riyad Mahrez also deservedly in there, but he has a shout, he has a case for being the African best player. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So Hakim Ziyech of Ajax and also of Morocco. Morocco had an underwhelming performance at the African Cup of Nations. They were knocked out by Benin. Surprise. Yeah, they were knocked out by Benin in the round of 16, and Morocco, Ziyech, who could not replicate his amazing form with Ajax in the Champions League, beating Real Madrid and Juventus in the knockout stages. He could not replicate that form into the African Cup of Nations, and I would have replaced Hakim Ziyech with Benacer. he was the best player at the African Cup of Nations for Algeria. How the best player of the African Cup of Nations does not make it into this African best 11 surprises me, because then I think the tournament of 2019 for Africa was the CAF AFCON 2019. So how do you not include your best player of that tournament? The best player should have replaced Hakim Ziyech, my opinion. Let me know yours in the comments box. Mohamed Salah deservedly in there. He had an amazing season with Liverpool, winning the Club World Cup, also winning the Champions League, missing out on the Premier League by just a point. They look like they are going to win the Premier League this time out. Mohamed Salah, two-time African champions before this night, he deservedly was in there for Liverpool and for his country, Egypt. Sadio Mane, the African Player of the Year, should be in there, and he is deservedly in there. Sadio Mane had an amazing 2019 with Liverpool. He had an amazing 2019. He led them to the Champions League final, won the trophy with them in the Champions League final, and also won the Club World Cup for them just recently in December. And Sadio Mane scored an amazing 26 goals for Liverpool on the road to all of that, and I think he deserves to be in there. Such an amazing guy, humble character, and so much more to see from him, I'm sure, this year, as Liverpool are on their way to lifting their very first Premier League title. Pierre Emerick Aubameyang, another amazing player who plays his trade in England and with Arsenal. Aubameyang, I feel, had an underwhelming 2019. His country could not make it into the African Cup of Nations, which should be the criteria in 2019, since that was the main tournament. I feel Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was here based on reputation. He did well with Arsenal in the season past in 2019, but I don't think Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang deserves to be in there. I think Boumneja of Algeria, he deserves to be in there. He has scored so many goals for club and country. 2019, he lifted the African Cup of Nations as well. He scored the winner in the final of the African Cup of Nations and was integral to Algeria's triumph in the African Cup of Nations. So I feel these are the players that should be in the best 11 for 2019. In goal, I'll maintain Onana, Hakimi, Ashraf, Sheikh Sheku Kouyaté would replace Joel Matip. Koulibaly would be in there still. Idrissa Gana Gueye will be replaced by Wilfred Ndidi. Mohamed Salah, Riyad Mahrez, Boumneja, Sadio Mane, and Benazir, the best player of AFCON 2019. How does he not make it into the best 11 of 2019? But hey, these are my opinions. This is what I think. This is the players I feel should have been in there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. You have a voice as well. Let me know what you think in the comments box. You might not agree with me, you might agree with me, doesn't matter. We'll have our opinions, and I feel this is the best 11 of 2019. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. That has been it for today, reviewing the CAF Awards 2019 and the best 11. I feel it was really poor to have Joel Matip especially in the AFCON best 11. He did not even play a game for Cameroon. How does he get in there? Your thoughts are welcome in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.